What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire, rich famous.
Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those that do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe or gray, got the fire batch lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those that do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe or gray, got the fire batch lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals. 1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Happy Monday, October 28th. Monday motivational Monday. Let's get it. A great day for some NBA picks. But before we get to the NBA slate today, let's do a little recap. Gave y'all 3 locks yesterday. We went 2-1. That brings our grand total on the season for the locks, not from Yonkers, to 9-6. And I know, unlike the other channels or most of the other channels that want you to pay for the premiums and all of that, I'm not knocking nobody hustle. They're only giving out 1 or 2 picks. Me on my channel, and it is free, I grant it. I give out multiple picks. So far to start the season off, out of 15 games, we 9 and we 6. The play of the day that we lost yesterday was Milwaukee. And we gave y'all Portland. They won outright. I didn't think they would win outright, but I'm like, 3 games home back to back, they probably will win. And then we gave out OKC. Atlanta's, they're all right. They're gonna be all right. And even though OKC was on the back to back, at first it was looking a little shaky, a little nervous, but eventually, they walked them down and they got the victory for us. And I mean, that's what I got for you. Had a great birthday yesterday. Gave y'all some good picks. We won some money. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Let's jump right into today's NBA slate. First on the ticket, we got Indiana Pacers out on the road at Orlando. Orlando giving 5.5. Both teams coming off losses. Indiana coming off that horrible loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. I think they was at home. Was Indiana at home? Indiana was at home. Now they on the road against Orlando. Orlando just coming off that loss to the Grizzlies. We had Memphis as a lock. And this game here, I see it as I see the Pacers took a step back. They play that's the little T right there. Just came from the gym too, getting strong, by the way. And just for purposes, it's 4 o'clock, and we on the CBS Sports app. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time y'all witness the video, it'll probably be more like 5:15-ish. I'm going to edit it and put it up. But anyway, with that being said, short, sweet. I like Indiana. I wouldn't be surprised if Orlando win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins outright. But I'm going to take them with that 5.5. I think both teams still figuring out who they're going to be. Obviously, Orlando came out, they beat Miami, they spanked them. Indiana came out, had trouble with Detroit. Then they, lost to the Knicks. Then they lost to Philadelphia. But I don't think Indiana loses 3 in a row. I think they clean up their act real quick, though, as far as with Indiana. Although they went to the conference finals last year, they got to play Boston. They don't play no defense. So even though they may put up 160 if they have a great shooting night, they will give up 161, 162, and they'll lose. And they feel a little soft to me. I ain't going to lie. Like, just some of the players. I know I won't call Pascal Siakam soft. Obviously, he is a champion. Your wrist bling, bling. My shit bling, blah. Like the pinky ring, he is a champion. I don't think he's soft at all. But just Halliburton, I know he's the engine that makes the ship go. So when you look at him, it's like, kind of a little softy, bro. I don't know. You got to get some dog in you. Next game up. We got Washington at Atlanta. Washington 0-2, Atlanta 2-1, just coming off that loss yesterday to said OKC. Atlanta back at the crib, even though they traveling, they giving 7. I'm going to say that's a bit much. I'm going to say Washington, you played 2 of the best teams in the NFC East and in the NBA. I mean, Boston is the best team. You lost by 20 at home. Then you play Cleveland. 2 days later, and you lose by 19. Is Atlanta good enough to beat them by 10, 11, 12? Yeah, they are. Coming off a grueling loss where OKC is a grounded team, a defensive team, you got to work for everything. I think Washington will be trying to get their first win in the season. I don't think they get it, but I don't think they lose by more than 7 points. I'm taking Washington with the 7 points. Next game, NBA TV. I do have that, and we will be probably tuning into this game tonight. In fact, it's 2 games on the slate on NBA TV tonight. We got the Milwaukee Bucks out at the Celtics, and Milwaukee is 1-2. Celtics is obviously 3-0. Celtics giving 9.5, and this wasn't a little tough one. Obviously Milwaukee just come off that loss to Chicago, right? To Chicago. They lost to Chicago and they lost to the Nets. 2 middle of the pack teams. Now you're going on a road at the Garden and you about to face the best around. And nothing's ever gonna keep you down. Like you about to play the best around. And I know Dame and them, Dame is top dollar. Obviously, fourth quarter is Dame time. Giannis is one of the best. Brook Lopez. I want to see them when Middleton comes back. I know Boston didn't cover the last spread. Who Boston played? Who they didn't cover? Was it Detroit? It was the Pistons. They only won by 6. I see they come back home, and I see them beating Bucks. I see them blowing the Bucks out. I really do. I mean, would I be surprised if Dame and Giannis came in and really try to put up a fight? No, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think it was just a little slip up. Maybe they was overlooking Detroit. They beat Detroit like, 9, 10, 11, 12, 50, 11 times. They done beat Detroit, Hulk smash. So I went, maybe they just was sleepwalking, and at the end they pulled it out. They're going to need motivation, even though I do think they motivated. But long story short, I like Boston. There's really no need to really go against them. I'm probably not going to bet on that game anyway. I'm not rushing to just throw 10 points on Milwaukee, because Milwaukee could come out and shock the world, so to speak. Next game, said Detroit at Miami. Miami Heat, South Beach. We love it out there. Detroit is 0-3. Miami is 1-1. They bounced back. They beat Charlotte. We had Miami with the minus the 7 and change. Miami give it 8.5 though. That is a little steep, especially to be at home. It's only going to be their 3rd game. I see Miami winning. I see Detroit covering. I see Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway, Cunningham. I see the new coach, Bickerstaff, gunning for their first win. I know they don't want to go 0-4 in the season, and it's not like the NFL, so you can lose the first couple games and still bounce back. I think Detroit will be much improved this year, and again, you can take Detroit's in certain spots because they're a gritty team. They're not going to just lay down, even with the last coach. I see them coming in fighting Miami, and I see Miami winning by 5, 4, 6, maybe even 7. I don't see them winning by 9, so I like Detroit. Next game, Denver Nuggets out on the road at Toronto Raptors. Raptors +9. Denver 0-2. I'm going to make this one sweet and simple too. I see Denver Nuggets coming out and cleaning tonight. Get the brooms out, get the vacuums out, get the dust wipers and all that shit. Get your motherfucking Windex. I see them going in there smashing Toronto, putting foot to ass, covering this 9 point. I think they win by 16. So I think they go blow them out. And I know, what's the guy named Mike Malone? I know he got to be like, listen, this is not who we are. And, you know what I mean, on some Dennis Green shit. And they are who we thought they were on some Minnesota Vikings shit. And we let them off the hook. I see Denver coming in there smashing. I can tell that's going to be one of my picks, right? I think they come in and clean. Next game, you know what we about to do. My New York Knicks. Is New York in the house? Is Brooklyn in the house? Uptown in the house? Shallon, like everybody, are you in the house? My New York Knicks, they 1-1. They at home, -2.5. Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. They coming in with a 3-0 record, and they've been looking good. They also been playing regular teams, if you ask me. You play Toronto Raptors, you beat them by 30. You play the Pistons, you beat them by 12. You play the Washington Wizards, and you beat them by 19. So you've been Hulk smashing the bum teams or the regular bottom feeders as you should. Now you're about to step up to a whole nother weight class. And we know that Cleveland and the Knicks have had their clashes back and forth, whether in the playoffs or during the regular season. I see the Knicks winning. I see the Knicks covering. They at home. I think the Yankees play tonight. Yankees play tonight. New York going to be rocking, so to speak. Madison Square Garden just had that bugged out fiasco with Donald Trump at the Garden and the comedians talking crazy shit yesterday about my Boricuas. You know what I mean? Like crazy. I think the Knicks show them that they're the better team tonight. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland, did outclass the Knicks tonight. But because the Knicks still working in new pieces and, figuring out their roles. But they look pretty damn good to me. As I say, PDD, pretty damn decent against the Indiana Pacers. Again, they don't play no defense. Cleveland does play defense. But I see the Knicks winning tonight. Next game, it's a rematch of, Saturday? Let me see. Houston back, Saturday. Houston was out on the road at the Spurs. Spurs won that game. We had Spurs as a lock. Yeah, we had the Spurs as a lock right after having Houston as a lock the day before. This one here, I like Houston on a revenge game. They the better team. They probably was a little tired, fighting back to beat Memphis because they was losing. The spread 2.5. They're not fooling nobody. Vegas should not fooling nobody tonight. I like Houston. I'm going to just keep it sweet like that. I like Houston to come in and beat the Spurs. Next game, Chicago Bulls at Memphis Grizzlies. John Morant and them out there, they had their first home game. They look good against Orlando. Memphis is 2-1. Chicago is 1-2. Memphis giving 7, though. It's like, all right, y'all good. But now you're going to jump to 7? I don't think so. I think Chicago comes in here, not win the game. I'm not going to take it that far, even though I wouldn't be surprised. I know I keep saying that. But I definitely like Chicago with the 7 points. I definitely like Chicago with the 7 points. Next game, Utah out on the road at Dallas Mavericks. Dallas lost last game. In fact, we had y'all and y'all didn't cover. Y'all lost outright to the Suns. And you know what I mean? Devin Booker, who's your father, and Luke, I am your father. And that's to JaY. Y'all know I always tag Pick Dogs and I tag JaY. That's the fake competition, but I fuck with the Brody. I like the Young Brother channel and the things he doing over there. He is one of the best. I'm gonna give him his props. And he always be like, and it is true. It's not like it's even the fact that he brought out the sky. Luka and them, they always beat Devin Booker, but they didn't win that day and they lost. And a lot of us took Dallas that day. I think they bounce back. I think they bounce back at home. 12 is a lot. I ain't gonna lie. 12 is definitely a lot. But I see them spanking Utah tonight. I mean, I won't be surprised they win 11, 12, 13-ish. You know what I mean? 115, 101, something like that. You know what I mean? Or 127, you know what I mean? 110 or something like that. I think they're gonna smash. So I like Dallas tonight. I'm going to keep it sweet with that one. Next game is another rematch game from Saturday. Lost the Lakers out on the road at Phoenix. We had Phoenix when they lost to LeBron and them. No, we had Lakers. We had Lakers after Phoenix just finished beating the Clippers, but they didn't cover. My bad. This game here, I think Phoenix returned the favor. I think they beat the Lakers. The spread is full. LeBron, them first time they went 3-0 since they said that. When did they say? Like 2020 or 2019? Something crazy like that. I think it might have been when Kobe was there. I don't think they go 0-4. 4-0. I think they lose their first game tonight, and they both end up being 3-1 after seeing each other 2 times so far in the early season. Last game of the night, folks, we got Portland at Sacramento. Sacramento 0-2 still. Portland 1-2. We had Portland yesterday. We ain't have them winning straight up. I'm not going to cap. You know what I'm saying? But I like Sacramento tonight. I know it's crazy. I'm just like, damn, how the fuck a team that's 0-2 in the regular season, you went 0-4 in the preseason, and now you're giving 12.5 to a team that just beat one of the good teams in the West. I know Devontae Murray is out. I didn't even pay attention to the game. I seen some of the scores. Did Zion play in that game? Let me just check real quick, because the video was a little. We still running with good time. Yeah, they had Zion. He had 14. Brandon Ingram 14. Not enough. CJ McCollum with 27. CJ McCollum shouldn't be leading your team. It should definitely be Zion with all of the, you Thanos now. You working out. We root for you because I want to see you win. You know what I'm saying? 3 for 12 though. Horrible, bro. Horrible. And on the other side, you had, because I didn't pay attention to the game, Jeremy Grant, who I do like, dog, 28. Anthony Simon, 27. DeAndre Ayton, 17. For those that watched the game or just was interested, I wanted just to see how it play out. Tonight, though, I see Sacramento lighting the beam tonight. I think they cover as well. I know I took a couple of big spreads, and we took a couple of underdogs as well, too. With that being said, let's get to the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me, the winner, chicken dinners.
Rich famous.
Winner, chicken dinner, money long clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up.
Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. Here go the locks for today. These are my locks anyway. I'm giving out 5 locks. It's 11 games. Nobody could go damn near 50%. You know what I'm saying? We going with, I know it wasn't hard to tell. We going with Denver. We going with the Knicks, my New York Knicks. We going with Houston. We going with Chicago. And we going with Indiana to bounce back and not lose 3 in a row. But even if they lose, I don't think Orlando is going to beat them by 5.5, by 6 points or whatever. I think it's going to be a close game. Those are the locks. $100 on the 5-pick, minus 110 is 2,500. Yeah, kid, that feeling. Y'all know who y'all was told to. Popovich TV, NBA Picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.